Welcome! I'm inviting you to join me on a little journey in which I will show you the fantastic power of your thoughts. Before we get going, I suggest leaving any assumptions, preconceived notions and other considerations behind. There is nothing in the past that needs to be justified or defended. Let's venture onto this path with a totally open mind. Take in the process I'm introducing to you. Reflect on it and evaluate it for yourself. Only then consider if and how you can benefit from applying the concepts you are about to experience. From a leadership perspective, it is incredibly important to consider these concepts because most of what takes place in any interaction between people takes place subconsciously or habitual. With this in mind, let's go and enjoy the ride. We act the way we think. Hence, our thoughts equal our outcomes. We act the way we think. In short, the way we think defines the way we act, speak, react, interact with people. It also reflects our attitude very clearly. Obviously, everyone can put a show for a specific purpose or a situation, at least for some time. However, don't fool yourself, because it will ultimately come through that your action is not congruent with your thoughts. This observation will be correctly interpreted as a lack of authenticity and result in loss of trust, both critical for effective leadership. If you continue to think about things the way you have always been thinking, you will continue to get what you have been getting. We all know the definition of insanity: to continue what we have always done and expect different results, right? The key is to make a conscious effort to change our prevailing thinking, which is typically guided by past experiences, assumptions we make, often also fear of failure, the famous "tried this before," and other distractions. If we go into a situation without such intellectual baggage and simply attempt to find out more, understand better, and assess, we create more of an open mind scenario for ourselves. Let me give you a simple illustration. If you think of someone unfavorable, you will interact with that individual very different than if you consider a person as being interesting, smart, or nice. The same works for any situation, project, or task too. And the one person in control of your initial mindset is you. Now, when you change the way you think about things, the things you think about will change. In essence, when you change your thoughts about someone or something, your attitude will change. You will get a different view on the situation, another angle to consider, and actually your perception of the things will change. In the end, your perception defines the picture you see. When the things you think about change, the questions you ask will change. Obviously, as our perception changes, so will our action, your questions, your attitude, and your reactions. As a leader, it is critical to always maintain an open mind and be inquisitive. If you better understand the underlying facts and circumstances of a situation, you will be able to make better decisions. When the questions you ask yourself and others change, the information you will get will change. If you go into any interaction with a predetermined attitude, independent of this being personal or business, with any associate, your boss, friends or family, the questions you will ask yourself or others will likely solicit only a confirmation of what you think already. This way you will not enrich what you know already. To maximize the potential of any given situation, it is important to raise open-ended questions, to gather additional, potentially new input. When the information you get changes, the choices you make will change. Of course, when you get additional and new information, or something you may have known but did not consider in the given context, it opens up additional choices for decisions. Consequently, different avenues will open up which can change the course towards a better and improved outcome. When the choices you make change, the things you do will change. Based on the changed choices and decisions, your own course of action will change, and so will the course of action of those around you. Again, independent of this being a personal or professional situation. And when the things you do change, the outcomes you will get change. When your actions are different, and ideally in a positive manner, the results will become different and improved. And when outcomes you get changed, your ability to get what you want will change. Here is where the circle closes. When you experience the improved outcome, wouldn't it make sense to try again and change and open your thoughts for the next interaction you have? Effective leaders are needed to create positive results. As we have established at the beginning, that if we continue to do what we always have done, we cannot expect different results. In any leadership position, and this applies to personal situations in a similar way, we must recognize the fact that the impact of the choices developed and decisions made multiplies when more people are affected. Any leader has the ability to generate positive change and positive results, and it all starts with the way he or she thinks, the attitude they bring to the table. Your attitude is your responsibility. You have the choice to think the way you want to think. And the way you think will make all the difference in what outcomes you create. The power of thought is within you 100%. You only must use it in a purposeful way. I hope this little journey generated some thoughts to reflect on. I know from my own experience and from experiences my clients tell me about that the concept works every time you are purposeful about it. Make it a habit so it becomes a natural way of life for yourself. Please feel free to share this video with your friends and colleagues. Change your thinking and create your success.